Lift Up Sarpy County is a nonprofit that was created to build collaboration between Sarpy County's funded programs and to diversify funding, to look at how we could build public-private partnerships to support the county's work. It wasn't until 2015 that we were approached by the Nebraska Children and Families Foundation to do community response, which is really more collaboration across organizations and across the county. We bring together government agencies, nonprofits, and faith communities, and increasingly are working with businesses to make a difference in the lives of all Sarpy County residents, but particularly people in need and particularly young families.
It takes not only one entity to be able to affect change in a community. We have to collaborate, we have to be together. We can't do it by ourselves.
The model for Bring Up Nebraska and for Lift Up Sarpy County is community impact. That means that we have a backbone organization like Lift Up Sarpy County whose job it is to bring the community together, to build the collaboratives, to help people work together, to identify what is already being done really well in the community and where there are still needs that are not being met. And that community impact model is, I believe, the way forward. It means we're not reliant simply on government services. We're not reliant simply or only on faith communities to do the work. We're not simply reliant on nonprofits. We bring everyone together, and everyone has a commitment. And corporations and businesses need customers, and they also need workers. And I want them to feel like it's an investment in their community to have both those things if they can support the most needy amongst us. It's such a rewarding moment when the collaborative really works and we hear from these people around the table.
What I love about this organization is that it's not just to put a Band-Aid on the crisis, but this organization helps to literally lift them up so that they can come out of their situation, that they are empowered with the skills that help them not stay in this baseline of crisis, but they can start to slowly get out of that for themselves and then be sustained on their own.
Community response is a way to prevent children and families becoming involved with the child welfare system. We know that the child welfare system is necessary to help children who are really being hurt or neglected seriously in their homes. But many families come into contact with child welfare because they're struggling economically and they need access to a wide variety of resources. So community response brings the community together to address that issue, to help families move from crisis to sustainability by working together as a community.
And what we want to do, we want to help families become stable, and we want to put all of those little pieces together to help them thrive.
The reason that we all need to be involved in our community is because we're called to love one another and meet those people at their point of need, and not to give them a hand out, but a hand up. And that's what Lift Up Sarpy does. It's not just there to put a Band-Aid on the problem, and that's not what we want. We want to give these families a different way of looking at the situation, giving them opportunities, options. And the more of us that are at the table, whether it be more churches or more agencies, more financial institutes, more businesses, that we're all working together to lift this family. If it's one family that we make a difference in, that's amazing.
It's about building the collaborative nature of the work so that we as a community are stronger together. So I suppose what I'd really like to say is we're all in this together, and that we all need to support each other and work together. And Lift Up Sarpy County is only the vehicle for that, but it's an important vehicle for that, right now especially.